going to talk about how to change a decimal number to a fraction. And it's very simple. Suppose you have this decimal number and you want to change it to a fraction. Well, the first thing you do is you write that number in the numerator with no decimal. That couldn't be hard. And then, since there's 3 decimal numbers, you put a 1 followed by 3 zeros, and that's done. We wrote it as a decimal number, a fraction, excuse me. Suppose you have 88.1245. You write down the number on the left without any decimals. Okay? And then in the bottom, you put 1 followed by however many decimal numbers digits there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put 4 zeros. Problem's done. If you have 843.125, write that number down in the numerator with no decimals. And in the bottom is 1 followed by however many digits there are after the decimal. We put 3 zeros because there are 3 digits to the right of the decimal. If you have 0.000343, so I write down in the numerator that number without a decimal. And remember, 0.000343 is just 343. Okay, 343. And in the bottom, 1, after the 1 I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there is your answer. It couldn't be any easier to change a decimal number to a fraction if you do it the way I'm showing you. It cannot be any easier. 7213.145821. The first step is to write down the given number without a decimal. Okay, I did that. I didn't put a decimal. Then you put a 1, and then you count the number of places to the right of the decimal, 6. And then you put 6 zeros. All you have to do is learn these 2 steps. 21.143, numerator 21.143, no decimal. And then in the bottom you put a 1 followed by 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. If you have 21.1230, this is 21.1230 divided by 1 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that answer is correct. I'm not backing down from it, but keep in mind that number is the same as 21.123. You don't need that last zero. And this is going to be 21.123 without a decimal divided by 1 followed by 1, 2, 3 zeros. Well, it better be that those two are equal. And of course it is. If you divide the top number by 10 and the bottom number by 10, that's a, well, you know what? I'll do it differently. As long as you move both decimals the same number of places, their answer will not change. The decimal's understood to be here. I move it to the right 1 place, which gives me this number, and the 0.0 you don't need. And I move this one to the left, 1 place, and I get 1000.0. You don't need this. And if you look carefully, now they're exactly the same. Okay, changing a decimal number to a fraction couldn't be any easier. Don't be afraid. It's really simple. It couldn't be any easier. Step 1, write down this number without any decimals. 723421453. I didn't even read it. I didn't even say it's 723,421,453. I just wrote it down without the decimal. And in the bottom is 1 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. I'm done. Okay, simple. 2 steps. Write down the number without the decimal on top, and then in the bottom put a 1 followed by however many digits you see to the right of the decimal. So, for example, if you have 700 or 7453, and I say to write this as a fraction, well, it's that number without a decimal divided by 1 followed by however many zeros are after to the right of the decimal. Well, there is the understood decimal. If you see 0 digits to the right of that decimal, please put in your zeros. Also, go see an eye doctor, because there are no digits to the right of that decimal, which means I will not put any zeros to the right of the 1. And there it is. It even works for whole numbers. Hey, this completes the section on changing a decimal number to a fraction. Learn those 2 steps and you'll never be wrong.